Yeah, baby, we live. Yeah, baby, we live. Yeah, baby, we live, baby.
What it is, what it do, it's Big Mo. Welcome back to the Big Mo podcast. I don't know what's going on. Something's fucking up with my shit. There we go. What it is, what it do, it's Big Mo. Welcome back to the Big Mo podcast. What it is, what it do, it's Big Mo. Welcome back to the Big Mo podcast, episode 23, the Jordan number. Back at it, October 23rd. Well, it is the 23rd, right? That's crazy. Episode 23 on October 23rd. I hope everyone's doing good. Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties right there because I had like an idiot. I had my YouTube also up, so it was echoing. So that's why I had to fucking just get off the stream and then go back on. How's everyone doing today? If you're new here, thank you. Please share the video, like the video, comment on down below, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, the Big Mo Network channel. We got some great things coming. I'm so excited to share it. Next week is gonna be something. It's gonna be special. I will be announcing what's gonna happen sometime during the middle of the week. Most likely Wednesday. I'll let you guys know what's up. But we got some exciting things coming from November. It's exciting things. I thought it was gonna happen in October. It's gonna happen in November. Just keep that in your minds. All right. If you're also new here, please feel free to hit the notification bell as well, so you can be alerted every time I'm on, so that way you don't miss anything. If you haven't signed up to my Patreon's up and ready to go. Patreon, I don't know if it's // whatever the hell. I'm stupid, but is patreon.com/ the Big Mo Network. Go there, 2 tiers, $3 tier base glorified tip jar, $5 tier you have a Patreon hangout every month, once a month. Maybe I may do it two times a month, but for right now, once a month. You get Patreon shout outs. Speaking of Patreon shout outs, I want to shout out my boy Matt Munoz in the building. And I want to shout out Lloyd Nance as well for being my 2 patrons. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to you for being family. All right. Yeah, and also with the $5 tier, you will be getting a new show pretty soon. You'll get early access to that show first, a day before it goes on YouTube. So be aware of that. Be ready for that. Also, I also have a Streamlabs / the Big Mo's movie reviews. If you want to ask a question to the show, donate, or just want to donate, you can. it'll be awesome. You don't have to if you don't want to, obviously, but it'll be awesome to go. It'll go to bettering the channel and trying to get more shit to you know, get this channel up and rolling more and get probably better camera and shit like that, better production value. You feel me? I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. It's Saturday. Hope everyone. I'm over here drinking water, but I hope everyone is having a beer or something. Unless you're not into alcohol, then that's fine. And let me see who came through in the chat. You got my boy Matt Munoz. You already know. My boy Kurt Hagen's in the building. What's up? Slay by Ray. I don't know. Is this somebody from Jade's what you will call it? Fucking Discord. I'm all tongue twisted today. No, you did not miss it. I'm back in action. Matt looks like you need an engineer. I might in the future. Once a new show comes, I might want a engineer for that. Don't know yet. I'll let you know of anything. Got my boy Kel's in the building. Peace, God. What's up, God? Word is bond. Peace, God. Hope everything is all well. I don't know what the hell. I hope everything and all is well. Okay. I get what you made that. But yeah, so today's gonna be a pretty good show. We're chilling. I saw a few movies this week. Well, two movies. I saw No Time to Die, which for some reason I kept on saying No Time to Kill. Don't know why. And Dune, which is fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. And I'll get more into that later. Yeah, my fucking Knicks. Let's get right into the nitty gritty. My Knicks home opener and MSG. What was it? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, because they played today. They didn't play yesterday. They played Thursday. Came on home opener at MSG. What a fucking night! Like, if you guys into basketball or anything, basketball is I love basketball, but as a Knicks fan, it's been hard over the years. But like, the thing about it is now recently the Knicks have been fucking playing really good, man, and really creating a team you could get around and you could root for. Have a great coach in Tom Thibodeau. Have some great players around, building around Randall, building around RJ Barrett. Got Mitchell Robinson, Evan Fournier, who went fucking off. He went off on Thursday. Then you got my boy D Rose, Kimball Walker, Bronx native in the building. They have a lot of good pieces. Still, we got Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly, IQ. They're doing a solid job. Coming in as their second year. So I think Obi Toppin is getting better, and I think he's gonna get better. He kind of reminds me of Amari a little bit, Amari Stoudemire. Like, he's that good right now for what I've seen. But it was so fucking exciting. I've never seen Knicks game or home opener or first game of the season that exciting ever. It was so much fun, back and forth against the Boston Celtics. Like, we were losing most of the game, and we came back in the fourth quarter and really went off. We went off in the fourth quarter. Then we had the lead, and we were doing good, and all of a sudden, fucking turnovers. And next thing you know, the Celtics tied up with a buzzer beater. They tie it up, and we go into overtime. We're going to overtime. They're going back. They're trading 3-pointers, back and forth. Evan Fournier, I don't know if I'm saying his name wrong or whatever, got so hot that every time he touched the ball, he shot a three. I knew it was going in. Like, he was that hot at that point, bro. Like, he was going off, and not he couldn't miss. He couldn't miss at that point. And Randall had like 30 something points, or did he have 40? I'm not sure, but he went off too, and they just played so great as a fucking team, as a unit already. And they played today against Orlando Magic and fucking demolished them. So I'm really liking this team. But they go and they tie it up and they have to go into a second overtime. And yo, that second overtime was fucking nuts, bro. They were burnt out, fucking tired, but the Knicks kept on battling, kept on battling. Julius Randle kept on battling. Julius Randle is a beast. Exactly what Kel says. Julius Randle is a beast, and the Lakers let him go too soon. They really did because they figured out this guy's not gonna be nothing. But it turns out he's one of the best players in the league right now. He's that fucking good. And Kel says, I'm actually feeling this new Knicks team, bro. You and me both, bro. And you know, are you a Knicks fan? I'm not sure. I always forget if you're a Knicks fan or not because you don't really talk about basketball like that. Because obviously you had issues with basketball over the years, which I've had too. But in recent years, not the same team hasn't been winning the finals. So I'm liking the way the direction the NBA is going. And to me, as long as the Knicks are, the NBA is only as good as the Knicks are. If the Knicks are a good team and a New York team is winning, and no, I'm not talking about the fucking Nets. If the real New York team, the Knicks, are performing well, it does better for the whole NBA. Period. Period. It does. You a Bucks fan? Get the fuck out of here. You're not a Bucks fan. When you became a Bucks fan last year, that's not a fan. I was rooting for the Bucks last year, but I'm not a fan of the Bucks. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'm gonna acknowledge good teams. You acknowledge good teams. I'm against super teams. Yeah. But what's your team? What's your team? If you're not a Knicks fan, what the fuck are you? A Lakers fan? Because you're a Kobe fan? Is that it? Because that's what I feel like a lot of people, like in New York especially, a lot of people, if they're not Knicks fans or Nets fans, they're Laker fans for some fucking reason. And I guess because it's Kobe, and I get it. I get it. But I never, every time it's all New York Knicks for me since I was a baby. So all Knicks. I don't care. I'll take all the fucking losing seasons if I could just get that one fucking finals, bro. It'll be like the Chicago Cubs like fans. Like, just give me that one championship. Give me that one championship and I'll be good. Kirk, fear the deer, baby. Oh yeah, I forgot, Kirk, you're a Bucks fan. Yeah, shout out to your Bucks, man. I love that they fucking they won the finals, and I was happy with last year's finals that it was not super teams. You had the Bucks, great team that they built from start. Then they go trade out for people. They had Chris Middleton was from the beginning. They drafted Chris Middleton and they drafted Giannis too. So I love that. Like, their main stars are from within. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kurt. I know Giannis is definitely their draft pick, but I'm not sure was Middleton their draft pick, because that's so, like, I love that they stuck together this whole time. Giannis could have been left. Giannis definitely could have left. He could have left a couple of years ago, but he decided to stay. He knew what team he had. He knew that he had a team there that I'm gonna win with this team or not. And I like also Dame Lillard's stand saying, I hope it stays true that he's like, I'm not leaving Portland. I'm not leaving Portland. And who knows? Like, maybe if the money's right, he might leave, but I don't know. I appreciate players that stick with a team that drafted them and just ride out with them, ride out with them and be like, listen, if we get a championship, we get a championship, but I'm not going to go to a super team to chase a championship. No, we either do it on my team or I'm not doing it at all. What do you mean? I don't have a favorite NBA team. You whack, bro. Get out of here. You suck. I used to be a Bulls fan, LOL, with Jordan. You're all over the place, Kels. You're all over the place, my guy. All over the place. Yeah, the same. What is your NFL team? I forgot. It's like, what is the Patriots because of Tom Brady? Fuck Tom Brady. Tom Brady's ass. I hate Tom Brady. But we beat him twice, so technically a Giants fan really can't hate Tom Brady because we beat his ass twice. Both times, just fucking demolished his ass. Well, not by score, but like the defense really went off on Tom Brady twice. So yeah, Middleton was a draft pick. I knew it was a draft pick. I figured that, but I wasn't too sure because I'm not a Bucks fan. So yeah, that was great, man. Like, and I fucking love Giannis was like, yo, I did this, I don't need to go to a super team, and that's I love that shit. Let's see. I don't know. I like the way the NBA is shaping up recently. I feel like it's balancing itself out especially in the East, because the West has always been the more competitive um conference over the years, especially the last few years. I felt like the Western Conference is always a tight fucking race, and then the Eastern Conference was always like 3 teams, and then the rest of them are just barely scraping by. Now you got teams that are like looking like they're gonna be a problem. You got the Knicks, you have the Nets, you have the Bucks, you have the Heat, you have the Bulls looking pretty good so far. The Caruso's are out here Ball, Levine together. I'm liking that team. The Chicago Bulls are looking really, really good, man. It's like I love the way the Eastern Conference is shaping out. I know I'm missing a couple of other teams, but like, Charlotte is gonna get better because they got fucking LaMelo. LaMelo's fucking beast, man, and they just gotta build around him, and that team could be fucking nasty. The Pelicans, are they in the Western or the Eastern Conference? I always forget, but I don't think Zion Williams is gonna last in New Orleans. I see him going somewhere else. Maybe the Knicks reunion. I don't know. Maybe. But the way the Knicks are built right now, I don't think they need a player like Zion Williams, because Zion Williamson, I don't think they need a player like him. So for right now, I think the Knicks are good, because I like they're building around Julius Randle, who's showing that he's a fucking legit all-star. That last year wasn't a fluke. So he's really coming into his own now as the leader of the team. And Mitchell Robinson has come back fucking brolic, which was a big problem like his first 2 years, 3 years, I forget how long he's been in the league. He was always like big but scrawny. So he was like you could tell. You look now, you could tell he fucking lifted weights. He's jacked up. He's jacked up now, and that's helping him down low because now he's not gonna be a pushover, and that's what I want. Like, he's getting those rebounds. He's fucking beast. So as long as he stays healthy, he's gonna be Gucci. So yeah, I'm still a New England fan, but I miss Brady. How about them Lakers? They looking scary. I haven't even seen the Lakers. I haven't been watching anything that they do because I could give two shits about LeBron and fucking AD and what they do. I'm worried about my Knicks, and that's it. You feel me? Like, I could care less. But yeah, I don't know, man. As a New Yorker, man, I can't see myself going for any Boston team, man. It's just, I don't know what is it. Like, I just can't stand Boston teams. It doesn't matter what sport it is. As long as you got Boston or New England in front of your name, you're automatically ass to me. Fuck out of here. Like, Boston Red Sox, enemy number one. Fucking New England Patriots, fucking hate. Boston Celtics, I hate. Not as much, but I still hate them. The Bruins, hate. Just can't I can't deal with it, bro. I can't. Yo, I just saw a face pop out of the room. Look spook. Shut up, bro. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, because I will smack the living shit out of you if I look and look at the camera, look into my room and see a fucking face pop up. I'll punch. I'll be off this. The stream will be ended at 20 minutes. I will be done. Also, guys, if you're not in the Discord, the link for the Discord is down below. Discord is a very fun place where I have a lot of channels there, a lot of places you guys could talk about different things like movies, TV, anything like with wrestling, anything with the MCU, DC, stuff like that. Anything you want to shout out for yourself, like any like self promo stuff, any stuff you're doing, like podcasts and everything, you could go and put it up on there. It's very fun. Discord is a very fun place. I want to get more people on it, so that's why it's free for now. Because I'm waiting for me to establish more, get more patrons on my Patreon and stuff like that, and then I'll start eventually. The Discord won't be free anymore. If anything, if you can't get into the Discord, let me know, because sometimes I put it for the link to never expire. But if it does expire and it says expired, feel to hit me up, DM me or whatever, and say, yo, I've subscribed to the channel or whatever. I want to follow the Discord. So just let me know in my DMs on Instagram, which is Big Mo 104. Feel free to hit me up on there. Also, if you guys love the podcast, feel free to give me a review on it over there on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review. Is gonna help the channel to get seen more. And probably move up in the rankings. I don't know. It's not even ranked at all yet because I'm new, obviously. But it'll be cool if, like, people go and give me a review on there. Tell me what you like about the podcast. Maybe stuff you want to see on the podcast, which also you could go on the Discord because I have a suggestion thing on there. And you can tell me things you would like to see on the channel. Stuff that you like to see on the channel, stuff that you might like to see different on the Big Mo podcast, or maybe a new show idea you have for me. I'll be all ears. But yeah, so, and also I have a link below to my Anchor. If you want to hear this show on your commute home, on just commute, going to work, or stuff like that, I have it available for audio. So it'll be up on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, a bunch of other places where you listen to podcasts. And that's a way to grow the channel as well. And yeah, I'm loving doing this, guys. Like it's a very fun thing. I can't wait to give you guys the news of what's coming up. It's exciting. I don't want to say anymore because I might give it away. But it's coming soon. Coming very soon. If you're on my Instagram or on my Twitter, you've probably seen a date that you might need to save. Just gonna tell you that. I will definitely tell you guys sometime this week. Definitely by Wednesday or Thursday, and definitely by next week's show, I will definitely announce what's going to happen. So, how's everyone else doing? How's everyone's weekend been doing? Like, what do you guys have? What have you guys been watching? Have you guys watched the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die? Which for some reason I keep saying No Time to Kill every time I try to talk about it. I don't know why, but I fucking love that movie. I really enjoyed it. And the more I think about it, the more I like it. I've never been a big James Bond movie fan. Like, I've never been like, oh, I gotta see the next James Bond. So I never seen any of the James Bond, like Daniel Craig movies. I don't even think even the Pierce Brosnan movies in theaters. Never. I've always seen it on TV. So I think this was my first. I want to say this is my first experience seeing it in the theaters because I don't think I watched any of the other ones in theaters. But from what I remember, this is the first one I've seen in theaters. And boy, oh boy, it made me want to go back and watch like fucking Casino Royale and shit in theaters because James Bond in the theaters is fucking amazing. Like the score, the sound design on it, just like seeing James Bond on the big screen, fucking awesome. Daniel Craig is probably my favorite Bond, because it's the Bond I've seen because I've never seen really the other Bonds. I know Sean Connery is automatically a legend, so automatically I'm probably gonna like him. Then you got Roger Moore, you got a bunch of other people, Pierce Bronson, I can never say his name right. And Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is a fucking beast. I remember when they first cast him. I remember I was young, but I remember, and my dad was like, "What the fuck? This doesn't look like James Bond." Like, he was very caught off guard with how like Daniel Craig look because he didn't fit the typical James Bond mold, But boy, oh boy, did he fucking just go off. Like Casino Royale, bro, from the beginning to the end was fire. The fighting scenes were dope as shit, man. Like that was the first time you see James Bond. I was like, yo, James Bond could kick some fucking ass. He could, I don't want to mess with James Bond in the fucking dark alley. He'll beat the shit out of me. Like in the other ones, he was more than just to me like a smooth guy. He fights and everything, but this one was like, yo, he don't fuck with him. Don't. And he kind of was like a loose cannon too. Daniel Craig's Bond. It was like loose cannon. Like he didn't give a fuck. He'll do whatever to get what he needs. Brosnan. Is that how you pronounce? Did I pronounce it right? Pierce Brosnan. Brosnan. Yo, I need to get one of those people. One of those YouTube videos that they tell you how to pronounce shit. That's what I need to do. Okay, guys, I gotta bounce. Have a good rest of the show. Later, y'all. Peace out, bro. I love you. Thanks for stopping by. Go enjoy the rest of your day, man. The rest of your night, Saturday night. Not Bronson. I know it's not Bronson, but for some reason I can't. Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. I'm guessing that's how you say it. It just feels like Bronson just flows off the tongue better, than Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. Just doesn't roll off the tongue to me. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Correct. Thank you for correct. Thank you. Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. It's just hard. I have to say it more to make it sound right, because it still sounds weird to me. But yeah, so in no time to die. If you want to see my review, my written review, I have a letterbox, which I might start. I don't know if I put it on my link tree yet, but if you're on my Instagram, check out my link tree, and I think it might be there, my letterbox. You can find all my reviews there, which I gotta start. I've been using it more, but I want to start using it more than usual. Like I'm gonna go back and review some older movies that I watched this year, but I didn't put a review on it. So I might do that. Name math is hard. Yeah, it's so true, Lego. Like sometimes it's like it doesn't roll off the tongue, some names. It just doesn't. So it feels weird. So now if you ever meet him, it won't be awkward. It might still be awkward because I might call it Brosnan, and I still might say Bronson. Brosnan. I'm trying to say it better, Excuse me, sorry. Say I've been doing that with Letterboxd too. Yeah, I fucking love Letterboxd, man. I remember I got it a while ago before everybody started really doing it. And I was like, oh, this is cool, whatever. But I never really wrote any reviews or anything. And then now I found myself using it more. And I'm like, oh, I gotta go back. I gotta get back into this. And I started in August, I think, starting really to write reviews on Letterboxd. So it's been fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a hell of a lot. It's a fun way to see other people's reviews too, and see what other people think about the movie. And I enjoyed that. And I love that it's out of 5 stars. Like that's what I like to do, out of 5 stars. Makes it harder, but I enjoy it. Matt goes, I just grubbed the shit out of a Big Mac right now. Ate it so fast, bro. Now you got me hungry. I ate earlier. I ate some rice and beans and chuleta, aka pork chops. So that shit was banging. But for some reason, I'm hungry and I have leftover pizza. So I might put that motherfucking pizza into the motherfucking oven and eat that motherfucker. That's what I might do tonight. Because my mom is out. My mom went out. So she won't be back till later. So fuck it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna watch Dune again. Probably eat some pizza and watch Dune again. But we'll get to Dune in a little bit. Because I got other shit I got to watch too. Like I don't know if anybody's been watching Titans season finale. Gotta watch. That show has been fucking amazing. If you have HBO Max, do yourself a favor and watch Titans. It's such a good show. It's fucking gritty Batman. I mean, it's not Batman, but gritty like Nightwing and all that shit. Like gritty Titans. There's a Teen Titan shit, so I love it. Matt goes, sounds pretty tempting. So I was just watching Injustice again. Is that out or because you have the the pirated version? Arr. I'm having some avocado toast because I'm bougie. Plus, rewatch Train to Busan. I fucking love Train to Busan. That is literally, honestly, like my top 5 favorite horror movies. Definitely my favorite zombie movie. Period. And I love zombie movies. That is my favorite zombie movie. Period. Fight me. Bougie Lego. Titans. I was thinking Attack on Titan for some reason. I haven't finished so I was watching Attack on Titan the last season. I got 3 episodes in, and for some reason I was fucking confused, so I hopped off. But I want to get back onto it, so I think I'm gonna just go back for episode 1 and continue on because I love Attack on Titan is fucking amazing. That's one of my favorites. Yo, no, it's out. Oh, it's out. It's out now. You got the steel book. You lucky fuck. I haven't bought any Blu-rays recently, man. I need to get on my Blu-ray, my 4K game again. You know, it's my second favorite zombie movie after Return of the Living Dead. Listen, so we're right there. Lego. Like Train to Busan is so good, man. I could watch that movie over and over and over and over again. And I like if anybody tells me they haven't seen it, I'm like, okay, let's set up a watch a time and we watch it together because I will watch that movie anytime. Have you seen the second one, Lego Peninsula? I enjoyed it, but I think it was too heavily reliant on CGI, and it kind of killed it for me. Like there was some things I was like, that didn't need to be CGI. That could have definitely been, could have definitely been practical effects, but they just heavily used the CGI, and I don't know, just some of the characters I didn't care for it as much, you know? I still think it's worth a watch if you like Train to Busan. I still think it's worth a watch. Matt goes, wait till Black Friday sales start to get 4Ks dirt cheap, like $10 and below. Yeah, I always wait for Black Friday, bro. Gotta wait for Black Friday for DVDs, for fucking 4Ks. So I haven't seen the second one. I heard it wasn't as good. Yeah, it wasn't as good. There's no way you're gonna be as good as Train to Busan, but I did like the stuff that they did. I just certain like visual type effect stuff kind of threw me off. That's about it. That's the only thing I really didn't like was some of the practical, some of the CGI was very shitty, and I'm like, this was unnecessary. Like to the point where there was CGI in cars, and I'm like, you CGI? Did that really needed to be CGI? You know, what is this? Hold on, let me. Can I copy that? It's kind of hard to. I can't really copy it on here. Send that link to me on my messenger. Through Messenger. Matt, because I was trying to like. Oh, what the hell happened here? I was trying to. It doesn't want to click because remember I'm on Streamlabs, I'm StreamYards, so it doesn't click for me. If I was on YouTube, it will click for me. So let me see what Matt sent me. Hasbro, United States. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna try to put this on my shared screen real quick. Why the hell is this zooming up? For some reason, my shit keeps on zooming. But let me see. Let me just let me see. I'll share the screen. Yo, this is fire, bro. Holy shit. All right, let me share the screen. Let me share the motherfucking screen. Okay, share. Window. Where is it? Where is it? Why is it not showing anything? Okay, let me see. Sorry, guys. I just want to see this real quick. Yo, this shit looks fire. This is a Nerf? Bro, this is so dope. How much is it? How much is it? How much does it say? $100. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. For this, like, that's dope. Oh hell yeah, bro. If I would have had the money for this, I would definitely got something like this. That's dope. Stop sharing. Yeah, that's dope. That is cool. The needles light up. I gotta see it, and actually, I'll probably watch later. The display stand is dope. Is my shit fucking up? Is my light good? Lighting good? Is everything good? I know my internet is acting up right now, so I don't know if it's showing me right now. Let me know in the chat. I'm good. Okay. Because sometimes I should be fucking up on this end, and I'm like, yo, is it fucking up my stream right now? Like shit. Tell me if this is better though. I'm gonna try this. Let me see. Does it look better with the light all the way up, or do you like it with the light off? Because I feel like I don't need it because I have the TV. I think it's better off just like that, right? That's how I feel. So I'm gonna just stay like this. So look, we got so off topic. This is me. Sometimes I get off topic with this show. Let's go back to No Time to Die review. I really, really fucking love Daniel Craig as James Bond. The story for this movie, I liked it, but I did feel like it was very hard to follow at points. There was a lot of things where it was like I was confused at certain points. And I was like, wait, is this the guy who they talking about? Like I was confused on who was who and how did it look, And that's one of the parts I didn't like about the movie, really, and how they underutilized some characters. Like one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie was the scene with Ana de Armas as Penelope. I think that was her name. She was fucking amazing, and she is so fucking beautiful. And I was like so hyped for her. After that scene, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait till she comes in action again. And then you never see her again at all. It was only that one scene in Cuba, and I was like, yo, this scene is fucking popping. I think that was the best scene of the whole movie, in my opinion. And then all of a sudden, you don't see her ever again. And I'm like, damn, man. Like, I could have really, really fucking, I could have really fucked with more of her, She was so good as a fighter. She was funny. She was fucking gorgeous, as Ana de Armas is. Like, she's absolutely breathtaking. Like, you see her in that black dress, and I'm like, holy shit, bro. Like, if this isn't a Bond girl, I don't know who is, Like, she's so gorgeous. And just knocks it out of the park in that whole scene. Like, with the choreography was outstanding. Everything about that scene was dope. But then you never see her again. And that's how I also felt about Rami Malek as the villain. I even forget his name already. Safin, I think it's Safin. Yeah, just I don't know what is it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't used enough for me. Like you barely saw him in the movie, at least for my taste. And it was just I don't know. It was hard to follow his reasonings for things, and I don't know if anybody else like understood it, but I just at times I was like, I don't know why what the fuck is he doing? I don't understand his reasoning for doing the things he wants to do, you know. So that part was um, but then also my favorite part of the movie was Ana de Armas, and and of course Daniel Craig delivers one hell of a fucking performance. And also, without spoiling it, I love what they did with the end, and I feel like it's a great way to going forward for James Bond. Great way going forward for 007. And I'm excited to see what they do with it because I can see it going like they could do so much with 007, so much. And we know Daniel Craig is not coming back. So I want to see what the fuck they do. What do you guys think? Should they cast a woman as 007? Which they technically do because 007 is just technically uh, a, a, a ranking in the MI6. So I think it's MI6. Um in that branch. So it's not like James Bond is the name of that person who's the 007 at the time, but 007 could be anybody. So that's why I don't want a James Bond. I want just continuation of 007. That's what I want to be. Continuation of 007. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm Bond. James Bond. Like, it really doesn't have to be that. That's done over and done with. If you want to do that, and this is my boy Rob Fishback's idea. Just transport it back into the 60s. If you want James Bond again, James Bond, bring it back to the 60s and make like that type of thing again, you know? But also continue on 007 and continue just the legacy of 007. I don't need all the films. But then again, I'm not a big James Bond fan, like as in to say like that I've watched all the films. I haven't, so I can't speak about it too much, in depth, as to if it's a good idea or not. I feel like it's a good idea. Lego goes, office cool. You look purple/blue and match your sweatshirt and hat. Thank you. That's what I felt. I felt that I'll keep it, off. It looks better. This is, Matt goes, I still gotta see it, but I will. I'd be cool with that. I like female spies better anyway. Yeah, man. I mean, I also like to see just a person of color, man. Just give me anybody. Give me a Henry Golding, an Asian guy. Give me fucking Idris Alba. Give it, give it any. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, give me a minority in the role as James Bond. If you're gonna do James Bond again, I just need something different. The thing about James Bond is it was too much of a formula. You basically knew what the fuck was gonna happen. There was really not a lot of twists and turns in James Bond that you didn't see coming, at least in my opinion. So, like, the ending of James Bond, I kind of foreshadowed it and I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but it wasn't anything like it was a swerve and the thing is, not all the time does a movie need to have twists and turns or need to be unpredictable for it to be good. you know I watch Bond for the gadgets, really. And yo, true, but I feel like in with Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like with Daniel Craig's movies, the gadgets aren't really that big of a deal. Or is it just me? Because I feel like he doesn't use a lot of gadgets in fucking in in his movies, in all of his 4 movies, right? I could be wilding. I could just not have seen it, but whatever. I gave you see, man, yeah, he doesn't really use them. I never really see him use them in all of the 4 movies that he did. So he was more of a ground based and more modern day thing. I feel like the older ones went really over the top with the gadgets. Um, and then the newer ones were more down to earth, more grittier. So they didn't have a lot of the gadgets. They did have a lot of technology that they used, but not a lot of gadgets that he personally used. Overall, I gave the movie a 4 out of 5 because I did really fucking enjoy it. Perfect send off for Daniel Craig for his final Bond movie. Score was amazing as always. Cinematography as always with James Bond. I mean, with James Bond, you know you're gonna get the locations, the beautiful locations. So that's always gonna be there. I would say seeing on a big screen, but it's not a must. Not a must like the next film I'm gonna talk about. This movie is practically, I think, in my it's not practically, it is in my top five movies of the year so far. Is Dune. Dune is like okay, so I've heard about the old one, never watched it. Before I get into that, Matt says, was the opening scene dope? From what I remember, I really did enjoy the opening scene. I'm trying to remember what the opening scene was. What was the opening scene? But from what I remember, I thought it was really good. Um, but getting back, Dune, I never watched the '84 or '82. I don't know when it came out. I never watched the original. I never read the book, so I'm going. I went in completely blind with the source material. Also, even in the trailers, to me, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So even with the trailers, I still was lost. So going into the movie, I was excited because I didn't know anything. And that's always to me my favorite part when you go into movies when you don't know anything and you're just learning about the movie. You with the world building and everything. Like it's crazy how this starts before even like the WB pictures thing start. It starts with this loud fucking noise of like this other like creature talking. It has subtitles or whatever, and then it cuts to WB pictures. And then the thing about this movie, I suggest everyone. Yes, you can watch it first in HBO Max if you want and everything, but if you can, I implore you, please go watch this movie on the biggest screen you can, the biggest screen possible, the loudest sound possible, because I wasn't prepared for how fucking massive a scope this movie is, and the sound alone is probably my favorite part about the whole movie. I've never been, in my opinion, got into a movie theater and felt the fucking like the sound and everything in my bones and my body. Like it just like it was so fucking loud, but in a good way. It was the sound design is crazy. The score. I mean, it's funny because I totally forgot that it was Hans Zimmer writing the score, doing the score. So when I found out at the end, I was like, oh, makes sense that Hans Zimmer fucking uh, um orchestrated this fucking score because it's fucking amazing. Like the Paul's Dream score, like the score that you hear in the theaters is so massive when it's on the big screen. And Timothy Chalamet is a fucking star. I mean, I knew before then, but this movie really shows how he can carry a fucking movie, man. He's so good, so good. Um, I think like he's growing as as an actor, and he's just getting better and better and better and better with each movie that he does. And this one by far is my favorite movie that I've seen of him. I still have to watch some more films because I haven't watched all of his films, obviously, but I want to watch all of his films now more because of that performance. Like he really went in with that performance, and you believed him as Paul. You believe that he could be the one. You know, it was that type of thing. You know, I enjoyed. I fucking love that movie. Love that movie. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5. Um, cast the cast, man, is everything you could wish for in the cast. Like you have first Timothy Chalamet, young star in the making, is gonna be fucking amazing for years to come. Rebecca Ferguson, listen, I seen her in Doctor Sleep, loved her in Doctor Sleep. Of course, loved her in the Mission Impossible movies. This movie is probably the best movie I've seen her act in. She is so fucking good as an actor. I like the way how she was basically almost like the co-lead technically too, because she was in a lot of the movie, a lot more in the movie than I thought she was gonna be in. And she's fantastic. Matt goes, she's my wife. Yo, lucky you, motherfucker. Yo, Rebecca Ferguson's fucking beautiful, man. And she's just awesome. She's awesome in the role. You got Jason Momoa listen, everybody knows Jason Momoa was a badass. If you want to cast a badass, you cast Jason Momoa. And he delivers. He delivers as Duncan. Like, from the moment he showed up, I was like, this motherfucker I love Jason Momoa. And I love how in any movie that he does, he brings himself into the role. So, like, he's doing things that normally he would do in general. Like, you've seen him doing other shows. Like, I've seen him do like some of the stuff that he did with the fighting in the TV show C, which if you have not watched the TV show C, it's fucking fantastic. It's on Apple TV Plus. Perfect. Fucking one of the best season finales I've seen in the show for season 2. Amazing. He kind of has the same fighting style in that too. Same fighting style. I've seen him in a lot of things. Like, so he brings himself into a lot of these characters. I was gonna get into that. Leonard Kim in the building. What's up? Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa were the standouts for me. Oscar Isaac was fucking amazing. I mean, yo, I can see Oscar Isaac in anything. My Latino brother, baby. Like, he is so good. I'm so fucking excited to see him in Moon Knight because I know he's going to fucking crush. Going to fucking crush it, man. So good. So fucking good at what he does, you know? So who else? So we got Oscar Isaac. Stellan Skarsgård was really good as Vladimir, I forgot how to say it. Harkonnen, right? Harkin. And you got Dave Bautista was in there, was really good. Didn't show a lot of him, but we're probably gonna see him more in part 2 because it was shocking when this movie, the title screen showed up. It said part 1. And I'm like, oh, they're trying to make this like a franchise. I'm like, I'm ready for that shit. And plus, they also announced like I think in 2019 that they're gonna make a series as well on HBO Max. And I'm like, give me all of that shit, bro. Who else was in it that was really good, man? Really good. David Dastmalchian is always good at what he does. Every time he shows up, he's always good. What's this for? Javier Bardem. The little bit that he was in there is fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. He's such a good actor. And Josh Brolin. So I think I probably was the only one that chuckled because minor spoiler, it's not really a spoiler, but Javier Bardem shows up and is talking with Oscar Isaac and stuff like that. And Josh Brolin is Oscar Isaac's like basically head of security, right-hand man type shit. So Javier Bardem is talking and everything like that. And I think Josh Brolin, I'm paraphrasing here, is basically like, I don't like this guy. And me, I thought back to No Country for Old Men. Remember, Javier Bardem is in No Country for Old Men. And so is Josh Brolin. And I was like, what a fucking callback. Perfect callback to No Country for Old Men with that fucking line. I was like, he don't like him because of Javier Bardem is a fucking psycho. Y'all want to be a part of House Atreides, bro? I want to be a part of that fucking house, man. Yo, this also this had vibes of Game of Thrones to me. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but it felt like Game of Thrones. I'm gonna ignore what Leonard Kim said about Boston sports and go right to I'm super hyped for Moon Knight. Super hyped, yeah, bro. I'm so hyped for Moon Knight. Like, I didn't know about this character for a while until like I don't remember. I was watching a show and they mentioned Moon Knight. I was like, what the fuck is Moon Knight? And they were like, basically like Marvel's kind of Batman or whatever. And I was like, oh, let me look into that. And I looked into it. I'm like, yo, this is gonna crush. This is gonna be crushed. And I'm so glad it is a series and not a movie first. Because we get to delve into the character more. Like, yo, Moon Knight is going to be amazing. I already know it. It just, first of all, Disney Plus has not dropped the ball yet. When it comes to Mandalorian and any of the Marvel MCU TV series, WandaVision fucking amazing. Falcon with the Soldiers are awesome. And Loki is probably my favorite out of all the three. And What If was fun, you know? So it's just gonna keep on getting better with that. You got Miss Marvel gonna come out pretty soon. You got the Hawkeye series, which I think is gonna be better than people are expecting, because I know people shit on Hawkeye a lot and Jeremy Renner and stuff, but I really like Hawkeye, and I think this is probably gonna give him more justice, or maybe you're gonna still hate him afterwards. I don't know. Lego goes, hey, Matt, Rebecca Ferguson is your wife? Matt goes, yes, Lego. We live several lives most of the time. I encourage her. I think you fucking psycho. Personally, I thought the movie felt like a series, the first few episodes. Yeah, but that's what I like about it. That's what I really enjoyed about the movie, because it was like there's so much, like, and the ending left me wanting more. I kind of felt like the same way I mentioned this before about Fellowship of the Ring. When I watched Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings is my favorite trilogy, you know? So when I first watched Fellowship of the Ring, I remember, like, I was like, I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait, you know? And I was so happy that they filmed that back to back. So all you had to wait was one more year. So I really, like, I'm so excited for Dune Part 2. So excited for that. Josh Brolin was great. There is a no call. We do not answer. Yep, there is no call. We do not. I love that fucking line. How dare you read it? No, I will not, Leonard. I will not read it unless you give me $100 worth of Streamlabs. Then I'll read something that you said about about Boston. Jeffrey Lehrman's run of Moon Knight is awesome and nothing like Batman. Give us the Captain America. Yes, give me Steve Rogers the musical. I need that. The world. I love the world because it really looked lived in, not some sterile space. Yes, that's one of the things I also agree with you, Matt. Like, it just felt like it was real. It felt plausible. It felt like this is actually happening out there in outer space right now. It didn't feel like something like, this is just another fucking sci-fi movie that's just like, it is what it is, you know. Another one of the Chosen One type movies. No. Yes, it had that, but it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel generic. It felt like something fucking brand new. 100% Lego, I'd watch it. LOTR isn't a trilogy, is one very long movie, which I love. Technically, yeah, I agree with that, but also it's classified as a trilogy, so I'm gonna just keep it that way. But I do agree with you, Lego. It's one of those things where it's just one long fucking movie, which I love. I fucking love Lord of the Rings. It's in my top 3 of trilogy. No, top 3, top 5, definitely most. It's definitely top 5 trilogies of all time for me. Because you got, like, for now, it's also the Planet of the Apes trilogy, the newer one, the newer ones we got with Andy Serkis. I classify that as a separate trilogy. That trilogy is fucking amazing and just gets better with film. Make spaceships dirty and lived in. Yeah, like, yo, the designs in that fucking movie, fucking amazing. And it's funny because I looked at if everybody watch Mojo, they're like some of the differences between the original and the new one. And you know those shields that they have? I was like, I saw the original one, and I was like, what the fuck is that shit? It looked like a block, like it was just like in a box and shit, and just running. It just looked super weird. That was like, oh, thank God with technology, you can fucking fix that. I want the desert mouse as a pet. It was so cute. Facts. I think everybody in the theater was like, "Aww," like, just out of nowhere. That's it. Yeah, Planet of the Apes is mad underrated. Hell yeah. As a trilogy, probably one of the best trilogies in the last 20 years, in my opinion. One of the best trilogies in the last 20 years. It got better with each sequel. Like, to me personally, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is my favorite one. War of the Planet of the Apes is good, but I feel like they should have switched it. I feel like the second one should have been War of the Planet of the Apes, and the last one should have been Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, title-wise. Because it kind of makes more sense, in my opinion. But then also it does make sense that Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is titled the way it is, because it is the dawn of, like, the apes finally taking over, officially, basically. I don't know. They got the LOTR extended editions on HBO Max, so I know what I'm watching November. Yes, I'm saving Lord of the Rings for November. I have the extended editions, but I have them at home. I think I have them here too, if I'm not mistaken, on my Apple TV. So I'm definitely saving that shit for November. I usually save that for November and Harry Potter for November, because I feel like those are just typical between Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and The Godfather. Those are, like, for me, like, typical November movies, personally. Oh yeah, it is, man. Planet of the Apes is great. The book is cool too. Very different. The book. Send me a link to the book. There was a book, like, to the original, or are we talking about for the new one, the new trilogy? Like, but yeah, no. Me too. LOTR and Harry Potter is 100% my November movies. Yeah, it makes sense. It just Harry Potter feels like a Thanksgiving. It's like my unofficial Thanksgiving movie. Like, is Harry Potter, in my opinion. Like, fucking love Harry Potter. You can't go wrong with that fucking movie. With that series, man. I love her. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Big Harry Potter fan. But yeah, so to continue with Dune, man. Even the spaceships, the way they were crafted, the way the designs, just fucking Arrakis look like so fucking beautiful and scary at the same time because of the desert and everything. Caladan was awesome because what they said in the beginning that I was reading up on it, that they didn't really show that much of Caladan in the original. They showed a little bit of it, but in this movie they showed a lot more of Caladan, and it was so beautiful. And to find out that shit was in Norway, like they filmed that in Norway, I have to go to fucking Norway. That shit looks. Norway is fucking beautiful. They also filmed that James Bond, No Time to Kill, No Time to Die in Norway, in a part of Norway too. Norway is fucking beautiful, bro. Fucking beautiful. It's a French book from 1963. The OG movie is based on it. Oh, okay. That's what I figured you were talking about. I thought, for a second, I thought probably you were talking about, like, they made a book from the newer trilogy. So I didn't know what you meant. But yeah, from the original one, no, I haven't read it. That's the thing. Also, a key for me. It's like, unless I read the books first, I'm not gonna read the books first. I'm a big proponent of I will watch the series first, the movies, and then I will read the books because I feel this is how I look at it. I look at the movie, right? And then when I read the books are like bonus content for me, or like alternative endings and stuff like that to me, so it doesn't ruin the movie experience. You feel me? There's certain things that I'm like, I'll read and I'll be like, oh, that should have been in the movie. That would have been better. But it doesn't affect my movie experience. If you understand what I'm saying. The Harry Potter movies are for every month, to be honest. I'm always catching them on TV. Yeah, they are. I mean, they are. Like, anytime I want to watch it, I'll watch it. But it's something about November that is like, I must watch it in November. Like, even if I see it in October, I gotta watch it in November, without a shadow of a fucking doubt. You know. Like I said, same. If I didn't read the book first, I probably won't hit up the book. Then I already know what happened. LOL. But Planet of the Apes is so different. It's fine. That's good too, because I like that. Like, I also like that if it's different, because it's like, oh shit, like, oh, this is dope. Like, maybe they could make another movie about this, and it'll be dope. But yeah, no, I Dune is top 5 for me right now. Like, Denis Villeneuve strikes again. Like, this guy doesn't fucking miss. Like, he's been on a fucking roll for a while now, since Prisoners. To me, Prisoners is fucking fantastic. Arrival, he did Arrival too. Arrival's great. Blade Runner 2049, I didn't like it as much as the original Blade Runner, but it was fucking beautiful. And then you got this movie, Dune. It's just fucking fantastic. I know I'm missing another one. Was Sicario? Did he do Sicario or am I bugging? What was the other movie that he did? Okay, before to that, Dago says, I don't know. It's like December is for Star Wars for me. Some movies are just required for certain seasons. Yeah. Star Wars right now. Before it used to be a summer thing, but I think ever since Force Awakens came out in December, I feel like Star Wars has taken over December for me, as in like, oh, I gotta watch Star Wars in December too. Like, but granted, I can watch Star Wars anytime, but in December is like it's a great time to watch it, as long as well as all the other countless amazing Christmas movies there are, like especially Die Hard. I don't know if anybody disagrees with me here, but Die Hard is a fucking Christmas movie. I don't want to fucking hear it. Period. Point blank. Period. It's done. But yeah, today was like, Dune was such a great fucking movie, and I want to see it again in theaters. But I'm happy to see it multiple times on fucking HBO Max, which I might do right after this fucking show right now, after I watch Titans. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Big Mo Podcast, episode 23, the Jordan year, the Jordan number, per se. I really enjoyed you guys coming through with me, talking about Dune, talking about No Time to Die, talking about the Knicks opening up the season with a win, 2 wins in a row. They won yesterday as well. So if anybody's new here, if you guys just got here or whatever, I have a Patreon link down below. Also here, if you want to sign up to the Patreon, $3 gives you is a glorified tip jar. $5 gives you access to Patreon hangouts once a month, exclusive access, first early access to a new episode of a show that's coming out pretty soon, and then I'll be making some more perks maybe in the future. Don't know yet. If I get more people on the Patreon, I might make another tier. Who knows? Also, if you guys want to join the Discord is down below. You could free feel to join the server. It's such a fun time connecting with people there. It's one of my favorite things to do is join on Discord and everything. What else am I missing? Oh, if you guys want to listen to audio, I have the Anchor link down below. It takes you to all the places where you can hear my podcast on audio form. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please leave a review. 5-star, 4-star, whatever. Just give me a higher review. Maybe it'll climb up the ranking somehow. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Comment what do you think about Dune? What do you think about No Time to Die? What are the movies you're excited for the rest of the year? I want to hear it. With that being said, I love you all. Thanks you for coming through, and we'll see each other next week, motherfuckers.